Rodniks are humming in the dead of the night. Electric bills climbing, ain't feeling right. Hash rates dropping, profits thin as air. I'm digging for gold, but there's none down there. I got the crypto mining blues, feeling like I just can't choose. But there's a spark in the AI glow. Rent my computer, let the profits grow. Once I was king with my GPUs. Now I'm stuck paying the power dues. Every coin I mine feels heavier than lead, but I hear whispers of a future ahead. I got the crypto mining blues, feeling like I just can't lose. Switch my power to the AI flow, turn this burden into a glow. I see the light, it's flickering on. AI's calling my machines to respond. No more digging in the blockchain dirt. This pivot might just heal the hurt. I got the crypto mining blues, but I'm stepping in brand new shoes. The AI train's on a steady roll, gonna wreck compute and regain control.
I was digging deep in the digital ground, hoping for treasure, but nothing was found. The rigs were buzzing, the heat was real. Electric bills biting like a thief who steals. Crypto mining blues got me feeling low. The profits are gone, where did they go? But there's a light shining through the haze. Renting compute might just save my day. I stacked up GPUs, thought I'd strike it rich, but the market's a beast with a wicked glitch. Hash rates climbing, rewards falling flat. Chasing that coin, I'm chasing a cat. Crypto mining blues got me feeling low. The profits are gone, where did they go? But there's a light shining through the haze. Renting compute might just save my day. AI knocking, it's a brand new game, whispering sweet that it knows my name. Ran out the power, let it learn and dream. A smarter hustle, a brand new scheme. Now my GPUs hum a different tune, training models under the cyber moon. No more digging, no more feudal race, just AI visions lighting up the space. Crypto mining blues got me feeling low. The profits are gone, where did they go? But there's a light shining through the haze. Renting compute might just save my days. Now my GPUs hum a different tune, training models under the cyber moon. No more digging, just AI visions lighting up the space.
Hello. Welcome to the Voltage Drop. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a good week, good weekend. Mine's been eventful. I'll give it that. It's been definitely a little rough, but hey, at least I had the good news of having a record week with GPU rentals. So let me see who is here, and then we'll get into it. All right, Rude Poots was the first person here. Good to see you, sir. Dan Bulmer, Frogman Mining, Automatic Beats. Yes, sorry, Automatic Beats. I was late. Sorry about that. Doom Boots, Moria, the Toxic Miner, Slothman 2020. And that is all the people that have come into the chat. Don't be shy. Come into the chat. Looks like we got about 20 people. Looks like 18 to 20 people. The studio always is a little bit behind who's actually here. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. So I'm just going to jump right into it. My hip surgery has been delayed. As I mentioned last week, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last week. I'm assuming that I didn't even look. Are they winning? I hope they beat. Playing either UCLA or USC. I forget which one. And they're going on that West Coast road trip. But anyway, like I said, most of you guys know that I'm getting hip replacement. That has been delayed indefinitely. Indefinitely doesn't mean forever. It just means there's no definitive date as to when it's going to be rescheduled at this point. And the reason for that is I saw the urologist on Thursday, and he's like, not saying we have to take care of this before the hip surgery, but we need to figure out what we have for the surgery. Rude Puts, thank you, sir, for being a member. I appreciate it, as well as Joker Miner for 31 months. Appreciate you guys being members. I was pretty down on that particular day because the only thing I was able to get scheduled on that day, just because I was taking what the doctor was telling me, which they're always going to try to do things through their facilities, was an MRI. I need an MRI and and depending on how the MRI comes out, I may need to get a biopsy as well. That's fun. I know the doctor said he wanted to do the biopsy either way. I may override that depending on how the MRI comes out. The MRI has a scale of 1 to 5. If you're a 1 or a 2, you're really early that there's really not much point at that point to do the biopsy. The only thing the biopsy can tell you at that point is if it's fast growing or not. In my particular case, because I have 2 PSA results 4 years apart, pretty much know how the disease would be progressing if I in fact have the disease. It is possible that that's just a PSA going up because of an enlarged prostate, but probably not likely. But again, we'll find that out. So originally the date was March 18th, and I was like, crap. So immediately knew I needed to cancel the surgery. So I canceled it. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. Maybe I can get this done somewhere else. So then I started researching where I could get that specific. There's a very specific MRI that needs to be done that isn't done everywhere. But interestingly enough, I had to cancel my MRI that was supposed to be yesterday. And then I called them back and said, hey, I'm in your system because I was supposed to have an MRI today for my hip, but that got delayed because I need to have my prostate checked out. So can I get that MRI through you? Got the order sent over to them, making sure that they could do it. They're like, yeah, out of this one facility, we can do it. I'm like, cool. So I've got that scheduled for 6:30 a.m. on next Friday, the 27th. So won't have to wait too long for the results. But it is really a bummer. Really had my head in that space. Like, hey, I won't have to deal with this hip for very much longer. Yes, it'll be a painful process of recovery, at least for a couple weeks. But it's a light at the end of the tunnel, and now that light at the end of the tunnel is can't see it anymore right now. So that's kind of a bummer. Not even kinda, it is. So yeah. So there's other things going on. I'm not going to go into those work related, but yeah, let's just say it's been a rough week. I still have to contact the short-term leave company to let them know that my leave is just delayed. I don't know until when, but that it's delayed at this point. So yeah, Thursday was pretty down. Friday, when I kind of started thinking about things like, wait a minute, I don't have to have it at their facility. I can get it at many other facilities. So I started looking into it and realized I could get it a week. What was bummer is when I first called them, I could have gotten it done Wednesday. By the time I called back, the Wednesday appointments were already taken. So all I had was Friday, but it's only 2 days. So yeah, so that's what's going on. So yeah, I don't know. So the delay, like, was 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. I was saying that I wouldn't be live on the 14th, as I would be recovering, but that is out the window at this point. And, yeah, so, I'll have, probably more to share, as time goes by. There's a lot going on. This is a year of change for me, is the way I'm trying to position it. Like I said, I'll share more as things transpire. But the highlights, you're getting the highlights, I guess. And yeah, so we'll see. I may need to have the prostate removed before I have the hip surgery. It just all depends. So, as I started to say, there's a 5-point scale on this MRI. There's like a grade, and if you're a 1 or a 2, it's not really a big deal. A lot of times people will do watchful waiting at that point. 3 is kind of in the middle, like maybe you need to. 4 or 5, yeah, you're having it taken out if it in fact hasn't spread or something else might be going on. I specifically went to this particular doctor because I was hoping that it would be a quicker recovery using, there's a thing called the Tulsa procedure. Won't go into what it is, but that it's much quicker recovery. And he's like, yeah, that's really specific to certain cancers, so don't get your hopes up on that one. You have to meet a bunch of criteria. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm aware. Has to be very defined where your tumors are, has to be away from the urethra, and can't be near the border of the prostate. So it has to be kind of in the interior of the prostate. And then it can't be any calcification, because the thing that basically the ultrasound basically can't get through that calcification. So anyway, so that's what's going on that front. But I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. Debating on whether to go live tonight, because man, I've just been absolutely exhausted just with everything. The stress leading up to everything, the amount of stress I've been under has been over the top. And I usually am pretty good with dealing with stress, but this week has been over the top. But yeah, other than that, everything's peachy. So all right, let me go to the chat real quick. Let's see. Slacker. Sorry to hear Max positive vibes your way. Appreciate that, Automatic Beats. Chuck Danger, dang brother, when you taking down the Christmas tree? Oh, I get it. And you said it's not there. See, here's the thing, Integra, and I appreciate that very much. When we're talking, none of this is life-threatening. The prostate cancer can be. I mean, Ryan Sandberg, who was the second baseman for the Cubs, he ended up dying of prostate cancer. So it can kill you. I have a PSA of just over 12. That does not indicate, advanced disease. So odds are it's a matter of what's the timing. Hip first, prostate first. Which one? Or is the prostate at a point where it's watchful waiting? Or who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and it's just due to an enlarged prostate. It is definitely possible with that PSA that's what it could be. The only reason why, when you have a PSA that high, it's an over 50% chance that it is cancer. And my father had prostate cancer at the exact same age that I am at. So because of that, it's a bit higher than 50% chance that I have it. So it's just a matter of, the nice thing about it is, things have come a long way since 1993 when my dad had his prostate out. So a long time ago, and things have come a long way. So, but we'll see. Like I said, I'll keep you guys up to date. Hopefully, I don't know how fast they provide results from this particular type of MRI, but if I have them on Saturday, I will share. All right. With that all out of the way, Mr. Peaceful 1, welcome. Holger Wittig. Hey, like I said, it could be a lot worse. I mean, comparing what I'm going through compared to what my wife went through, not even comparable. What she had didn't know whether you were going to live or not. What I have right now, most people live through, and it's an inconvenience. It's a fairly major inconvenience, but it's an inconvenience nonetheless. But it doesn't come back. It doesn't affect your life in the long run. So I'm not here as a woe is me. I'm just here as, you see that my tone is maybe a little bit less than what it normally is. I want you to understand why. It still sucks. Don't get me wrong. It does suck, but like I said, when you compare it to what other people go through health-wise, So I did have a EKG. Everything came through there. So my heart is fine as far as an EKG goes, as far as they could tell. I don't really know too much about EKG, but I do know, let's just say somebody close to me had an EKG recently, and they figured out that they had some valve issues. So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with that. So that was not detected with me. Everything was good. So ticker is good as far as they can tell at this point. What's the other thing? Oh, when I had my blood test, I mentioned about insulin resistance. So my glucose was 106. So my previous one, like 4 years ago, my glucose was much higher than that. And I will tell you, the last 3 months leading up to this, like pre-doctor's appointment to the surgery, I was not eating well at all. I was enjoying life, the holidays. Yeah. And my glucose was only at 106. So my A1C is right on the border at 5.7. So, but yeah, so far so good. Don't have type 2 diabetes. And we'll be heading back to keto within the next couple weeks. That is the plan. And get my sugars back under control. Chuck Danger, I'm a type 1 diabetic. Ooh, wow, that's a lot to deal with. At least you can eat your bad feelings when you're sad. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. And enable. Well, I just rewind about 5 minutes and you'll see how I'm doing. I'm doing okay. Like I said, all things equal, I'm doing better than than a lot of people. So just trying to stay positive. And 2026, just from it's going to be a rough year to get through the things I need to get through medically. But like I said, at the end of it, I should be in real good shape, and things I should have taken care of a while ago. I will be getting a colonoscopy this year. Not going to be the first time I'm put under, as I'll be put under for at least the hip, if nothing else. They basically put you, it's like La La Land when they give you a spinal block for the hip surgery, and then they give you propofol so you don't remember anything, which is good, because I'm glad the spinal block is there, because I've heard, one of my I was scared about surgery was you hear the nightmares of people that are put under and then feel everything. But if they do a spinal block, you ain't gonna feel anything. And that's the reason why, like, the first 36 hours after surgery, you don't feel bad. You're like, wow, the pain's not bad. This is no big deal. And then at like hour 36, yeah, all that anesthetic wears off, and spinal block wears off, and yeah, your thigh hurts a lot. It's funny how that works. You know, they drill into your femur and hammer something into it. Yeah, doesn't feel too good after that. All righty. Let's move on to this week. Let me do that. All right, let me share the screen. That's interesting. I don't know why that is what is shared. I guess, you know what? I guess I changed it. That's quite interesting. All right, well, let me bring this back down here then. I'll just share from down on this bottom screen. Come on. I drag the tab. Right there. There we go. So this has basically been my week. Now it says 8:25 here, but that's because the last day just started, and so, you know, you add like over 100 onto that. That's really what my week is. So my last week was, you can see down here, was almost 956, 955 and 99 cents. That blew my previous record of last week at 890 out of the water. That first day was at 147. So yeah, it was a good day. It was a very good day. So it's been pretty darn consistent. So if we go to machines, shoot, this is going to bring up the wrong screen. Give me 1 second. Let me change that. Yeah. Need to change the views. All right, there we go. So, you cannot see everything. Interesting. Let me. All right, give me a second. Doing this live. Doing it live. All right, that's good enough. And I can't move me over, unfortunately. But yeah, this is basically the screen. So you can see there's a lot of things rented. This one, the top one, has 4 out of 6, and the 8 GPU is 7 out of 8. This pretty consistently was 12 out of 14 or 13 out of 14, and sometimes even 14 out of 14 over the past week. Not uncommon for Saturday to kind of slow down a little bit, but still doing well. 5060 Ti's have not been doing great. They're still off and on, but not doing great. It's not uncommon that I only have one rented. I think the best I have done has been 4 out of 6 over the last week. And again, they're not making a lot. I've had to drop the price quite a bit I've got this first one, which only has 48 gig of memory, all the way down to 5.7 cents an hour. And it's still obviously not getting rented. And if you look at, where is it? The reliability. Yeah, the reliability is 99.935. It is extremely reliable. So that is not the problem. So anyway, but I'm kind of debating what I might be doing with the 5060 Ti's. Like I said, they just aren't getting rented much. It seems like now the new norm for getting rented a lot is 24 gig. Like the 16 gig isn't that much. 5080s do okay, but still. And it may just be a matter of I have to lower the price a lot, because this 5.7 cents is still there's like a midpoint, a high point, and a low point. The 5.7 cents is between the low point and the midpoint. Like the midpoint is like 6.5 cents, which is what I have here for these. So, all right, moving on. My 3090s are doing great. This one's at 11 cents. And that one is the one behind me. And then this one is not a 3090. That's a 5090. I switched to a 5090 into that one. But my 5090s have mostly been rented. Right now, all my verified ones are rented, although one of them is an intermittent rental, meaning that it's rented at a lower rate. These two 3090s, these are also rented. I have these at 10 cents. Although basically this ends up coming out, it's 246. So it comes out to be like 12.3 cents an hour on the 3090s on this one. And then this 3090 up here is at 15 cents an hour. This thing's been on there forever. And this one, actually, I would like to switch it out for a 5090, but he has this until July, I believe, is the length of the rental on this one. And I can't kick him off. I literally can't kick him off. So if I enter in a 5090 in there and he's going to see he can do it for that low of a price, he ain't going anywhere. So I definitely have made sure that it's not a continuing, like when you go into settings, you have this box where you have end date and then you've got constant duration, meaning that when you click that box, it will continue to extend. So if I pull up this one with the 13090, what? Oh, I see. I changed the date on here to be like a week out and made it constant duration. I'll change that as we get closer to July. But yeah, the expiration on this guy is in July because that's what I originally had it at. So, but one change I did do this week, I did add in a Ubiquiti USW Flex 2.5 gig 8-port switch. And I have a link from my 48-port switch, one of the 10 gig SFP Plus ports, going into the SFP Plus port on the switch. So I've got a 10 gig link between the two, and then it's got 8 2.5 gig ports. Right now I'm only using one of them, and this is the one right down here, this unverified one that I put it on. And the reason why is it's a little test to see if this speed, right now it's at 1.5 gig down and 312 up. I think this is a big reason why I haven't been able to get verified. So anyway, working on that, hopefully I will be able to get verified on this. And but right now I've got like a little test going. Is this one is trying to get verified. This one, which is rented on unverified, but rented at a stupidly low price of 18 cents an hour. Excuse me. And so I want to see if this one down here will get verified while this one doesn't, even though this one's at 99.87% reliability. I don't know. I might just give it up and just be like, put them both on there and then see if this one gets verified first. The only thing about this one is it's going to be tough to get verified with this on there, this job on there. So I may have to, in fact, I am going to do that now. Take off constant duration and click update listing and close. Because I'm going to need this one to expire to really do a true test. And we'll go from there. But yeah, things are going well. My Threadripper system has 2 on-demand and 1 intermittent, but all 3 are currently rented. And temperatures are good down there. You got 50 degrees C on my 350/90 rig. Up here, this is probably my hottest one. This is my H12 rig, which is running at 71, and then everything else is running cooler than that. So yeah, it's temps are good. Be interesting to see how we get when we get into the summer. Probably going to build out a filter wall. It's not really a wall, but it's in the window well, and to give it more surface area to bring the air in as opposed to being sucked through a fine screen. I may do that on both windows, just to make sure I can get enough air and that I'm not sucking the air from upstairs into the basement. It'll also be really nice this year because this summer we had a 2.5 ton air conditioner, and now we have a 3 ton heat pump. So we should be able to keep the house more comfortable this summer. So I am looking forward to that, considering I might be spending a lot of time at home for the next couple months. Not sure when all that's going to start, but yeah, it's I'm gonna have probably 2 recoveries to get through each couple months each. So yeah, that's the other thing. One thing I really need to get going on is the YouTube channel, because leave is only good for 12 weeks. Like family leave is only good for 12 weeks. It's a running time. So if you go beyond that, could be an issue getting your job back. So we'll just have to play that by ear. Not gonna put my health to the side like I have in previous years, but anyway, my point of that is I need to get going on the YouTube, put out more content, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying the shorts of this live stream every week. This week I didn't really feel like there was as much content from last week's, so I didn't really put out a lot of content this week, but yeah. All right, let me go back to the chat. Swamp7 says you can't get verified because it will not load a container, FYI. Really? Why can it not load a container? Obviously, he just tried to get into it, I guess. I didn't see it get rented. That's weird. Anyway, I'm guessing you probably sent me a... Oh, I guess not. Yeah, shoot me a DM with the details. That's really weird. Will not load a container. It's been rented. Well, I got something to troubleshoot. I got something to do. Cool. After the stream. I'm not probably going to stream too long tonight. Definitely been trying. Like I said, it's been an extremely stressful week, and it's been exhausting from a stress perspective. So today, I have been I have debated on that enable. He just sent me a DM. OpenClaw is interesting. I will say that. But got a lot of stuff going on, and I need to focus on certain things. Right now, as much as I'd love to play with OpenClaw, it's just not on the plate right now. So yeah. All right, let me Northern Crypto and Tech, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. All right. Let me pull up the. I noticed I was going to talk about a couple of things tonight. I don't have too much to talk about tonight. Hey, at least the mic hasn't gone out yet. Good. Let's see. What else did I say I was going to talk about? We can go over GPU pricing and demand. I will go over that in a little. By the way, here's the box. So I actually did record opening it up. We'll at some point put out a video on that. Not going to lock myself into anything at this point. But yeah, I did do that as well as kind of an install video. Unfortunately, this mic is why I kind of made the comment about the mic. Was during the taping, it went out. It was really annoying, and it has tendency to do that. I got to figure out why it's doing that. But yeah, so far so good, at least on the live stream. All right, so go over GPU pricing and demand in a bit. Did that. Curious whether you guys would be interested in pricing updates on RAM and storage on a monthly or a weekly basis. Let me do a poll. Would you like a RAM and storage pricing update video? Weekly, monthly, oh, I don't wanna see that. All right, start that poll. All right, and then Salad finally came out with a beta. Because remember, if you didn't know, they recommended going back to 1.9.5 because they were having problems. So that's where I'm currently at. Made about $10 this week on 14090 and 13060 Ti. Not a lot, but it's something. And but I'm on 1.9.5. Well, they did finally come out with a beta of 1.9.10. So hopefully that resolves some of their issues. We'll see. We'll see how soon that gets put into service, and hopefully this time there aren't any issues. Basically, the problem before was it would try to download the job and it would get to the end, and then it would basically like crash. It would keep trying to download the same job over and over and over and over again, and you weren't making any money other than, you weren't making any money, period, on it. And so yeah, it was kind of a waste of resources at that point. So hopefully that this fixes that problem. Let's see when our 5080 Super comes out. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't believe that's happening at all. Run self-test machine when machine is not rented. I had a single verified at 91%. I do run it. I have run that, and I didn't see an issue. Let me see this. Actually, I was doing send machine info Python script. Trying to remember what the verification is. Anybody have the information on what the verification is? The beta for Salad, go into their Discord. I believe they're in. Oh, also, there is a way actually. I don't have a way of showing it on this computer because I do not have Salad installed on this computer. But there is a spot in the settings where you can say whether or not you want to be prompted when there's a beta, or I think beta, release candidate, and standard, and obviously default is standard. But if you want to do the beta, I think that's a setting. Otherwise, go into Discord. The information's in there. Let me actually go in here and see if I can find it. There. How do I get it? If you're interested in helping us test this new release, please grab yourself our new beta testing role. Oh, I see. So you actually have to go in and get a beta testing role. Anyway, the instructions are in here. Go to the announcements in Discord, and the latest one is about that release, and it tells you if you're interested in testing that release, how would you test it? Yeah. So anyway, that's how you do that. Retro Mike, good to see you. Saw an update from Sal the other day. They now support LOL Miner for clients to deploy GPU mining via LOL Miner. That may be the reason for the update. Well, that's probably part of it, but I believe the other part of it is they're trying to fix an issue. So hopefully this fixes the issue, and it does say updates to improve container workload stability and status reporting. So that, I'm assuming, will resolve the issue of things continuing downloading and then crashing and downloading and crashing. And again, in 1.9.5 and earlier, we did have the issue on an earlier release. I don't remember what release it was, but yeah, but 1.9.5 did not have that issue. But thanks for that, Retro Mike. Appreciate it. All right. So let's see how we're doing. Oh, well, 2/3 of you want to see something. That's good to know. Yeah. Interesting. So I just got a message I came across saying Crute's going live in a half an hour, but he just sent me a message saying that he was going live in an hour. So if I happen to go over him, that's fine too. Oh, got 11 votes. Yep. For anybody who hasn't voted, I am interested what your opinion is on this one. All right. What else did I say? We talked about Salad. All right. Let's go over price and demand. Because demand has been pretty good actually. All right. All right. So this is again, I forget what this is called, but anyway, it's the VAST stats, and the workstation, the RTX Pro 6000 workstation, doing well. I'd say about 3/4, almost, yeah, about right around 3/4 of the verified GPUs are rented, and about 50% of the unverified ones are rented. So that's doing well. Pricing is still holding up. It's basically about twice, a little bit more than twice what the 5090 rents for. So doing pretty well. I mean, again, 5090 you can still get for under 4, while a RTX Pro 6000 is going to be certainly over 8, probably over 9 at this point, would be my guess. The server one, not doing quite as well. This one runs at a much lower power rate, about half. 5090 is pretty steady. I mean, we had a dip towards the beginning of February, and now it's pretty steady. But again, a little over 75% rented on verified, and then unverified is about 50%. So real similar to the RTX Pro 6000. Now, the one thing to keep in mind with the comparison, remember the power on both of these is the same. So your cost for power for me is about right around 20%, is a kind of a probably less than that at this point, but let's just say 20% of your revenue is going towards power. So if we're looking at, let's say 30, let's just round it to 30 cents. Okay, so if you're making 30 cents, that means you're really making 24 because it's 6 cents power. Well, now if you go up to the RTX Pro 6000, you still have the same about 6 cents per hour cost, but you have a higher, so let's just say you're at like 60 cents. So now you're talking 24 cents versus 54 cents. So it makes a difference. Definitely makes a difference from a profit perspective. 5080 is pretty rented, but there just aren't a lot of them. And then the price on it, pretty poor. Hell, you make more on a 3090 than you do on a 5080. And the power is going to be right around the same. So yeah, I don't see much point in 5080s at this point. 5060 Ti looks pretty good, but when you look at the pricing, 4.5 cents to 6 cents per hour, not a lot. I guess if you multiply it times 4, it's 170 watts TDP, which is about 1/4 of a 5090, and the price on it is way less than a quarter. So I guess you could say, okay, fine, I'm making 24 cents. Not bad, but again, you have to have all the infrastructure and things. So yeah, I'm kind of up in the air about whether or not I would deploy any more 56 guys at this point. All right, and then they've got the 5000, which somebody on my Discord has these 5000s deployed, has 2 of them. So I don't know why they're not showing up here. Oh, that's because this says Q RTX 5000. This is the wrong one, not the RTX Pro 5000. In fact, let me see if it's been added to the list. I really don't want that one on the list. They do. Nice. Let me make that change because that wasn't there before. All right, let's see. RTX Pro 5000. You see, they just added it a couple of days ago. So right now, again, there aren't that many people with them. So yeah, currently there's only 2 verified ones rented and 1 unverified. But nice 2-slot card. I think as this grows, this could be a really nice card to have. But again, it needs to be known. People have to be looking for it to rent it. Then you got the 4500, not very many. 4000 down here. There's a decent number. 25 verified, 12 not verified. Has a little bit of a following. This one's kind of an interesting card because it's a single slot card. So yeah, and then 4090, not quite as rented as the 5090 at this point, but still doing well. Certainly from a unverified, it's not doing well. So I feel like some of the demand for 4090s has shifted to 5090s. And then 3090s, I don't know, mine are still doing well. Like I said, I've got one rented at 11 cents and one rented at 10 cents. So feel pretty good about that when I look at the stats. And the actual, what I'm getting out of it is higher than that. It's more like 12 cents and 15 cents. So yeah, definitely happy with how those are doing. So anyway, so that's kind of the quick rundown of what rentals look like. Overall doing well. You can see like RTX Pro 6000 has been going up overall. I mean, you look over here and it was like 134 rented and now we're at 211. So that's some nice growth there. Even if we look at the server version, you know, you're looking at, obviously there's a huge jump in variability here, but somewhere between 50 and 100, and now it's up to 129 at the low. It got up to as high as 184. So it's still increasing as well. 5090, if we look at now, which is just over 3,000 to 2,400. Again, a nice 20% growth over the last month in rented units. Obviously, the number has grown quite a bit. You know, we got 4,600 versus 4,100. So it's grown just over 10%. So the demand has been growing at a faster rate than the growth in supply. That's always a good thing. For people that already have things deployed, of course. And obviously RTX, even this one is going up, and I'm like rented less and less. So I don't know if it's just because I have these on old Xeon processors and people are like, I don't want that. So that might be part of it. But even so, the one that I have on the 5950X, it's on PCIe 3. But yeah, I haven't seen that really as an issue, but I don't know. Maybe people are passing it by because of that. Who knows? All right, let me see what other comments. Camp Abel says, can't believe Salad still does not support Linux headless deployments and rely on Windows. I know. Try to tell them. Yeah, 1.9.5 did not have that issue. I did not see it, and that's the one that they had recommended that people go back to. K-Shot says selecting beta in the Salad GUI works. And just found out. Okay, good. Broke to 1,500 for the week. Crazy week. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. I'm hoping that with whatever I need to fix on this unit, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get both of these verified and yeah, and be able to finally make some more money with these two 5090s. I still got a 5090 sitting on the sideline that I got to figure out what I'm going to do with. I might just deploy, buy another computer, and deploy it. We'll see. We shall see. All right, let me go back. But that's a little review there. Alrighty, guys. Now we're out to the Q&A session. What do you guys want to from this week? I'm trying to think of right now this week. I really don't have any plans. I have my last week of prehab. I'm just going to keep doing it because it has actually helped the hip. I might just keep doing it. I don't know. Haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with that. I really don't want to spend all the money. So yeah, not sure yet. But yeah, there's just super busy during the week. The prehab is definitely, and the doctor's appointments have definitely been keeping me hopping. Friday was going to be like really busy, where I was going to have the hip MRI and 2 doctor's appointments before heading to work. But all of that got canceled after Thursday. So yeah. Are your 5090s on Gen 4 or Gen 5? Yes. Little bit of both. The ones that are not verified are actually on Gen 5. So yeah, and they're hardwired into the board. So yeah, it should help get those verified. But most of the ones are on Gen 4. Hello, Cisco Cat. Joe, also known as Joe. Good to see you, Joe. Yeah. So yeah, I've gotten, in fact, the Threadripper system, I've got 2 on Gen 5 and 1 on Gen 4. So it displays, depending on the last thing that was tested, it sometimes displays Gen 4, sometimes displays Gen 5. Yeah. We are heading up about an hour, and I was going to hold it to about an hour today. Like I said, it's just been a rough week, and definitely wanted to talk about a few things. But I didn't get my normally I like research things during the day and have topics and all that kind of stuff. And I slept for a good portion of the day after getting a pretty decent night's sleep. It's just, like I said, it's just been a really stressful week, and I needed some time to catch up on some rest today, and did a bit of that, and we'll do a bit of that tomorrow as well as I got to catch up on some work, regular work. And yeah. How much RAM per 5090 GPU are you running? Depends on which one. It's interesting because on the Threadripper system, I have 3 on there, but the bundle I got was 128 gigs. So I'm running 3 across 128 gig. Not ideal. I think you at least would want 64 per GPU. So that's not exactly, like I said, ideal. On my other ones, most of them are 64. So that one's 64. That one is 64. That one is 64. So we got those 3 on 64. Yeah, 3 on 64, 1 on 80. So that's 4, and I have 7 total that are verified. So 3 on 64, 1 on 80, and then on the 3 on the Threadripper. So those are basically running on like 40, almost 43 gig per GPU. So like I said, not ideal, but seems to be working. Has not really been an issue with getting those rented. Now the Am I back? I'm back now. This mic, probably not going to last. I do like the way it sounds, but it's going to do that. So, hey, at least I caught it quick. Yeah, within a minute. So, yeah, I guess so. This one they sent to me. I really like the sound of it, but for some reason it just turns off for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's actually pretty annoying. Not even a little annoying, but pretty annoying. So maybe it's my computer. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, it's I don't know where I cut out though. Did I get through everybody or get through all of them and what their memory was per unit? I think I got through that. But yeah, so what I was saying about the 25090s, somebody was on it and somebody still like stored on it. Yeah, I got to figure out what the heck's going on with that. All right, let me back here. We're gonna see if anybody. No, nothing there. And nothing there. All right, let me see. Joe, fractured my right elbow last weekend. No traveling for work, no guitar, only can do cardio and legs. This really blows. Wow, that sucks. What's your timeline look like to heal? And how did you do it? Did you slip on some ice or something, or I don't know. Maybe we should have like Joe go live and he can tell us his fake version, which would sound a lot better than probably what it actually had happened. And then he can tell us the real story. Anyway, what is that? This old David Letterman show where you told what the real story was, and then you made it something much bigger by just making shit up. Got drunk, went into a mosh pit, floor was slippery, fell wrong, LOL. That's really what happened? Or is that at the Forge in Joliet? Oh, hey, at least you did it having fun. Yeah, those days are past for me, man. Way past. I should have said you were climbing a tower to hang a Match X. That's hilarious. If you know, you know. Is all I can say. I never got involved with Match X, but I did watch Joe's rants on Match X. Yeah, that's funny. Like that, Retro Mike. Thank you for that. Anyway, now I'm like really curious to try to figure out what the heck's going on with this rig. Hey, look at that. It did go up to 99.38% though. Yeah, getting a hold kind of sucks. Yeah, it does. But the bottom line is it's like, you know, think of it. I've kind of started to think of it this way is you don't run your car for 50,000 miles expecting not to have to do maintenance. Body's the same way. You gotta keep up with the maintenance. Otherwise, other things compound upon it. Like right now, I can't really exercise. I can do some exercise. If I wanted to go swimming, I could go swimming. But I'm not really a swimmer. So yeah, once I get my hip replaced, I could run if I want, but depending on which doctor you talk to, some are said, no, it's fine. Others have said, it's not going to last as long. So if you want it to last the rest of your life and you want to live a long life, wouldn't suggest running on a regular basis. And I'm kind of in that camp, but I'd be able to go back to riding my bike again. I'd be able to go back to lifting, doing weight bearing exercises, just like super important on the legs as you get older. In fact, Jerry Seinfeld's talked about this before. He does a lot of weightlifting. And the reason why is he does focus on the legs. The reason why is because the biggest thing that you lose strength in is just your ability to get up. And as you lose the ability to get up, other things start falling with it. So like right now with the hip, there's things I can't do that are way too early to not be able to do, which would mean I'd probably have a shorter life as a result. So this is the reason why I need to take care of these things this year. But again, you got to take care. Obviously, you need to take care of your body. Everybody's like nutrition, all that kind of, yeah. But you also need to take care of your body from other aspects. Obviously, if you have cancer, you need to get that taken care of. Or if you have joint issues, you need to get those taken care of because they will affect your ability to move. So yeah. Do them womanly exercises. Yeah, no, I know. Kegels. Yep. I have been doing them just to kind of in preparation. It's like they tell you like to start doing it like 6 weeks ahead of surgery. And that really helps a lot with gaining your continence back if you have your prostate out. So yeah. I was just wondering about that actually. Joe, if you still have that stuff up there. Yeah. Very interesting. So thanks for answering that question. Like I said, that was literally just ran through my head when you popped in and we started talking about Match X. Alrighty guys, I am gonna call it a night. Appreciate you guys being here. Sorry I'm not my completely chipper self. I will probably be back to normal next week because I hopefully will have answers. That's the worst part, is the unknown. Just tell me the damn timeline. I want to know what I'm in store for. How are we going to get through this? Is it going to be one continuous leave? Is it going to be a split leave? Which is going to come first? Do I need prostate surgery? I just want to know what the timeline is and what to prepare for. So hopefully, like I said, by next week, by the end of next week, I will have some answers, probably not all, especially if that report comes back with a grade of either a 4 or a 5. Then I definitely need to get a biopsy, and most likely if it's a 4 or 5, it's cancerous. So the biopsy is just to confirm it and to confirm what type of cancer it is, and then helps determine exactly the plan of action. But most likely if it's a 4 or 5, then hopefully within the next month after that, I'll be having my prostate out, and then be able to plan the hip surgery for probably about 90 days out from that. So we'll see. We shall see. Like I said, going to be a weird year. But like I said, it could be a lot worse. It could really be a lot worse. As you get older, you have friends that pass before you. One of my best friends in high school died of cancer. Had another really super good friend that I grew up with. He was murdered. He was in real estate and was going to a not great portion of Gary, Indiana, to check out one of the properties, and got mugged and shot in the heart, or shot in the chest, I should say. So you never know. Life is precious. Never know when your time is. And thankful I don't feel like mine is now. But if I don't take care of some of these things, it will be sooner rather than later, and I don't want that to happen. So, all right, with that cheerful subject off the table, pick up some BPC 157. What the heck is that, Joe? And I'm gonna end the poll. It's about 2/3. I don't know. I just wanted to see what people's opinion was. I'm not sure I'm gonna do that video, but good to see that there is some interest in that. All right, ended that poll. Well, here, let me look up what is BPC 157. What is BP? I'm guessing it's for enlarged prostate. That body protection compound 157 is a synthetic amino acid peptide derived from a protein found in human gastric juice. Ooh, that sounds good. Widely studied in animals for its potential to accelerate healing of wounds, tendons, ligaments, muscles, and bones. It's often used in regenerative medicine for its anti-inflammatory and tissue repair properties. Healing mechanism. It is thought to promote angiogenesis, new blood vessel formation, and upregulate growth factors to repair damaged tissues. Primary uses: primarily investigated for treating injured ligament, tendon, IBD, and stomach ulcers. Not FDA approved for human use, yet they sell it. Is banned by WADA. Interesting. And listed by USADA as a prohibited high-risk substance for athletes. Human trials are extremely limited, and products sold online often lack standardized purity. Sounds interesting. I'll do some digging on that. Definitely do some digging on that. So thank you for that, sir. I appreciate it. Yes, Mr. Roberts, I agree. F cancer. If you guys are interested, there is one of the guys that I watch that is doing a $1 million fundraiser for called Undue Medical Debt. It is a charity that pays off medical debt. Let me find stream and I'll post it in the chat. What? Okay, no, this is okay. I thought for a second that he hadn't switched over streams. When you're doing a constant live stream, he's been live streaming for over 6 days to get to the million. He is currently at more than 850,000. He's got less than 150,000 to go. And it's gotten pretty crazy today. It accelerates towards the end. We'll probably finish it up by tomorrow. But let me go ahead and put that in the chat. Check it out. If you go over there, hey, tell them you're a raid from me. I donate a little bit. Obviously, with what I'm going through, I don't have a ton of extra cash. Plus, I may be without income for a period of time this year, or at least be on quite a bit less income than I'm used to. So I'll have to dig into savings. So yeah, I donated a little bit. I donated $28. Donated $1 on a $1 train, donation train, and then donated 27 because, you know, he's a Green Bay Packer fan. 27 is this mythical number to to them this year, with so many things always coming back to 27. So yeah. So anyway, check that out. He is an entertaining guy. His main thing is football, not necessarily just Green Bay Packer. No, he does not like the Bears. Does not like the Vikings, but don't hold that against him. He's a good guy. So with that said, so Crute is going on at 11 Eastern time, 10 o'clock Central time, so in a half an hour. So check him out tonight as well. And on that note, no tabs were harmed in the making of this video. Have a good night, everybody.